Hello and welcome to the Lovespoon Workshop. Today's video is something a little bit different to normal because we're not doing any actual carving. What we're doing, we're showing how we maintain the tools of our trade, which are basically chisels, but more often carving gouges. Basic difference between the two: chisel straight, a gouge has got a slight curve to it. The gouges then that we're using in this particular video, one is a vintage SJ Addis, over 100 years old, and the other that we demonstrate more briefly, slightly smaller gouge, the Herring Brothers, but again it's over 100 years old. The machine that we're using in this particular video is a Tormek. Lovely piece of kit for doing some sharpening with. There's a few different elements to it. The main part is the whetstone, which is on screen at the moment. Now that is used for doing the actual sharpening. So as you can see in the demonstration there, we sharpen freehand. So we find our angle, the external angle that we're looking for is by a bit of experience, you know, doing it for years and years. If you're not confident at doing that, you can get jigs that will set the angle for you. So you use that whetstone to sharpen on the external angle, good for taking out any little nicks and for then just resharpening that gouge up nicely. What happens then, on the inside of the blade, the internal angle, you build up a little burr, and we have to take that burr off to get the gouge or chisel to cut properly. So you can see us working on the smaller stones, taking that burr off and also polishing up the metal on the gouge. Other methods that we use is to actually strop, is to basically rub the gouge on a piece of material. And you also see us using a piece of wood to do a pilot cut. That helps to take that burr off as well, because these are all important elements to sharpening. It's no good just sharpening the gouge. You also need to take that burr off and then afterwards to polish up the metal. That is how you will get your gouge to perform at its best. So as we're just finishing off with our first gouge, we got that to a good finish, and we move on now, as you can see on screen, to our second gouge. We'll just recap the method. You can see us working there with the whetstone itself. So that's where we've just sharpened up the external angle, the outside, the actual cutting edge itself. So we've found the angle that we want. You build up that little bit of a burr, you take that burr off using those honing wheels and using that honing paste, polish up the metal and just strop it as well and do that pilot cut just to make sure that you got that burr off, and that finishes your gouges nicely. Other things then worth considering: health and safety always. Be careful when you're stropping your gouges and chisels. You don't want to cause yourself any sort of mischief. And it's the same when you're working with the machine itself. Just be careful because you are working with sharp implements. You can also see we've been going through there the various jigs that are available for the different sharpening machines. And on screen now, just to finish off, little demonstration, our newly sharpened gouges. You can see that's then working in a piece of oak. So you can just see they really are effective at doing their job. So we hope this guide to how we sharpen our gouges has been useful. Please feel free to like and subscribe and comment below, and thank you all for watching our video.